Greetings and salutations. We have returned to clear out this island of other Pokemon trainers that are in the weather. And yeah, it seems like, that one person said it could be rain or sun. But I'll be honest, I think we've seen rain way more than sun. Dedenne, I'm gonna run from you. Actually, you're really fast. I wonder if I can. Yeah, we got away. We'll hold off on having to try to grind anything on those Pokemon until we get to through the rest of the island. Oh, or this was the rest of the island. Okay. Well, I thought there was more here. I didn't bother to look past the double, so... Alright, I think that means we have fought everybody on the east side here. Which means we're just gonna go right into the gym and, see what's in here. And I think, I remember somebody in this town. I don't have an archer, I'm sorry. And I think I remember they said it's... fire flying? Yeah, fire and flying. Okay, I don't mind collecting them again, but... I don't mind that. I'm more am mining... Oh, Jesus. I see an entrance here. Really all I want to do is I want to just clear out the trainers. You're legendarily lost? Yeah, I could imagine. Alucha. You actually have a decent typing against me, even though I do a bunch of damage with Rock Slide. You take a bunch of damage from fighting. Which means I think if you use a flying move, that kind of sucks, but I don't know what you have. Flying move, I'd want to go to Lay Run. If you use a fighting move, I want to go to Annihilate. And then, wait, do I not have... oh, you have the amulet coin on. Whoops. I forgot about that. If he does a fighting move, though, I would want to go to Annihilate. But we're going to go to Heliolisk. Or should I go to Heliolisk? He's -1. I should be fine. Because I don't want to risk a fighting move. Oh, I'm risking Heliolisk a fighting move. What am I talking about? Oh, he does both. Okay, well, this is going to hurt. Alright, we're fine. Because it's flying press, I believe, is both flying and fighting. So, like, we are weak to one but resist the other. So, we're just going to press Parabolic Charge. Because we're faster. Should do plenty of damage and heal. Yeah. So, take about the same amount of damage here. I will heal. Oh, just in case he potions, I would rather use this to heal. Also worth mentioning, we're literally right on the cusp there of... We could have just probably killed the Volt Switch. As weird as that sounds. Then we wouldn't have gotten any healing from it. Tropius. Flying Grass, this would be neutral. Honestly, I think I'm kind of fine staying in. We're generally gonna be faster. Our Heliolisk is very, very fast. Ooh, that does very little, though. Flower Trick is annoying. That is the one from... Yeah, I don't like that move, honestly. That's the one where it's a 70 base grass move that always crits, which... Yeah, let's give that to a Pokemon that has Stab. Sure. So, like, my Intimidate doesn't matter, because if he presses it again, he'll just do, full damage with it. That's like always crits. Yeah, so he might still just kill me here because, I don't know, really powerful. Yeah, that's with a crit. Oof. Do we actually even kill them? No, we don't. Do we even have... Oh, we have Sap Sipper. But do you have any... You don't have anything that really goes against him. I can't Leech Seed you. And he 4x resists Seed Bomb, so that's kind of not a good enough thing. You're weak to it. You're not weak to it, I think, but it's neutral probably. Man, why are you a problem? Let me, I guess, look here. Arcanine, how much... you've got 30 difference, so Fire Fang is your strongest attack. We took 67, so we're almost assuredly just dead to whatever he throws at me. You might not take as much, but... Let's see. I don't know why Flower Trick has been just such a bane. The 2 times I've come up against it, it's just been so powerful. Yeah, it does 36 damage. Jeez, man. We're gonna Salt Cure though. Yeah, he's just gonna keep Flower Tricking. We'll Salt Cure and then we will Protect. And that will allow us to... Actually, he might just die to this anyway from being Salt Cured. It's like, well, then we could Protect to get more chip damage from Salt Cure, so... Yeah, Flower Trick, I don't know what Pokemon I have that's going to be really good against it at the moment. It'd be like a flying something Pokemon, but... Flying Psychic. Let's just see what you're going to do. Future Sight. Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I guess if you think you're not going to do much damage, I will just hit you with the Salt Cure then. And then I can Protect... Okay, I think I could Protect, but that doesn't stop Future Sight. Honestly, I think it's good against all of them. I guess we're going to go to Goat here. You have the most HP. And I want to get the Amulet Coin in. Oh, you're going to take so much damage here. Yeah, you're just dead. Well, goodbye, good Goat, because that Future Sight does more than Psychic. What an annoying fight, man. But now I can just bring Arcanine in and a Cellar kill. I need to think of a better way to handle Tropius. Like that Flower Trick just did so much damage. Uh-oh. Yeah, get wrecked. And I guess it... Okay, no, there's nothing behind you there. We're gonna go heal, obviously, because I got owned. I'm also, like I said last time, I'm kind of curious. How did Rainia beat this gym with 2 fire Pokemon and 2 grass Pokemon? Like, what? Those grass Pokemon should have gotten tore up by fire and flying. Very confusing. Oh, while we remember real fast. Let me switch the Amulet Coin over. It's a little unfortunate because I think one of the Pokemon I may want to use is Wailmer, because since we know the level cap is 40... Alright, good, I don't fight you again. The level cap being 40, he evolves into Wailord at 40. And Wailord is not like some Giga Pokemon. He is really good in terms of the fact that he has a ton of HP, but I mostly just really like his moveset. He has Water Spout. We can give him Surf. get Slack off at level 39, I believe, or right before 40, around there, which is really good with the amount of HP he has. Then we can probably give him something else that's more of a coverage or utility type move, and that would then allow me to more easily have him move around. He can heal himself. He can do big damage with Water Spout if we run into any doubles. We're gonna get so lost in here, man. But really all I'm doing right now is just clearing out all the trainers before I try to actually do the puzzle. Ground fire. Well, if you use a ground move, that's going to be annoying. Yeah, considering, like I said, 4 of my Pokemon are weak to ground. What do you have, buddy? Do you have something that could own him? Not really. I think it's going to be... Well, Goat's weak to fire. Honestly, we should be fine with Goat. I think he can do just fine with Earthquake versus Camerupt. You're gonna use Curse? Uh-oh. Ooh, concerning. Well, that's physical attack. I'm gonna go with the Earthquake first. If he curses again, I want to see how much damage this does. Okay, we just kill anyway. Yeah, sweet. Very nice of you to curse twice in a row, do no damage. Also interesting, there's no animations for Camerupt doing that. I also like his little sprite. He's got like the open mouth, like the sloth from whatever movie that was. Zootopia. Yeah, the sloth at DMV. And I'm going to take this team through that we have here. I'm just going to have them go through most of the gym. Maybe I'll switch some people out. But I think Arcanine is for sure coming to this fight. So I'm going to be keeping them on the team just while we clear the gym, because I think their typing is really, really good against most of this. And Intimidate's nice, so... We did quite a bit of damage. I think I kill with a Cellar Probably not. I'm gonna Rock Slide. Nice. Level 40 Heliolisk. Very nice. Heliolisk, another good option for this gym. Because just the capability of okay, so that's the gym leader. You have a Toucannon? Really? Okay. Alright, well, this is where the end is. Okay, but we're missing 2 more flames. Okay, so we need to search the rest of the gym here. So we've beaten you. Let me see if there's any other ways around here. Doesn't look like it. Alright, we're gonna just heal real fast since we're at the front. I am gonna switch some Pokemon around. But, probably... Like I said, right now, thinking about my team, Arcanine probably for sure in. Heliolisk is a very good candidate. Lairon, also another good candidate. Wailmer is a good candidate, which is actually who I'm bringing into the party, so I can start getting them EXP, because they are very far behind. Lantern, also pretty good, really good typing here. Andabuzz, as always, just really good because of their staying power, so it's a bit to consider, but we know it's a Toucannon, which is a flying normal, I believe. So I'm not too worried about that. It's really all the rest of them that I don't really know about. Flying normal, I mean, Arcanine honestly is like the perfect counter to that. Unless they have other coverage moves. Can we also flash? I didn't actually think about that. Oh. Nobody, I could have done it with Heliolisk, but nobody in my party has it. Alright, so there's going to be... We go either way, no, so we have to go... Alright, there's a person up there. Here's another torch. Alright, we know where 2 of the 3 are right now. But anyways, yeah, my Arcanine gonna be really, really good. Lairon could be good, but Lairon also does run the problem, though, is that they're Steel type, so against the Fire types, they run into problems. But against the Flying type, they're gonna be, like, really, really good. We're gonna bring in Annihilate here and show how... Oh, I forgot to give Annihilate Brick Break. Brick Break is just better than Karate Chop. Why are you acrobating? What? This is gonna hurt. Why did you acrobatics? What? That makes no sense. Okay, oh, that was a crit we almost killed. Oh, man. I wanted to show Annihilate off, and the dude nearly killed me. Annihilate will not be good in this gym, because they don't really have the answer we need. I'm gonna come out with a fire move. Ugh. Honestly, Clodsire not bad here defensively. I really would like Gagoat to come in, because Gagoat can then just kill Will-O-Wisp. That's really bad. We can put you to sleep. Well, that's going to hurt, though. Yeah, but we're going to yawn, and then if you're going to use Psyshock again, we can now go to Gagoat pretty safely, and then Gagoat should be able to just kill with Earthquake. Yeah, sweet. So, prevent them from using Will-O-Wisp again, and we should be able to just kill here, and then, depending on what's in the back, do back, Gen kill here. Also, your Braixen should be a Delphox by now, but whatever. I guess Quagsire also really good consideration, just because his typing is really good up against fire. Rest. Yeah, we'll take it over Water Pulse. I mean, it's going to get replaced anyway. Like I said, we get Water Spout eventually. We get Slack Off eventually, which Slack Off is, generally speaking, better than Rest. Now, that doesn't mean Rest doesn't have its uses. Rest is a full heal. Slack Off only gives 50% of your life back. However, Rest puts you to sleep, which you could equip a Lumberry and that doesn't matter, or whatever. Oh, you get... Yes. Alright, so we want Body Press, which means it's probably time to say goodbye to Stomping Tantrum. But Rest also clears status ailments, so it clears all like Poison and Burn and all that, but then it puts you to sleep, so you do have that for you. But like I said, you can play around it, or you could also just give them the move Sleep Talk. Ooh, you're faster than me? Oh, you might just be dead then, that's my fault. 2 HP! Gagoat is a goat. That was clearly a misplay. I should have definitely not put you in a position to nearly die there. But, you know what? The level mattered, and you did it. So now we're going to go heal, because we just nearly got you killed. But anyway, rest first, slack off. Slack off heals 50%, but it doesn't put you to sleep. Obviously, you could say rest will always could heal more than slack off. That is true. We're just gonna keep this team. There's probably only one or two more trainers before we need to create our team. Rest can give more HP than slack off, but if you're using it at a point in the fight where you're trying to just stay at full life, slack off doesn't give you the downside that you are going to be put to sleep. So then you can use it in consecutive turns. But you can also set up a Pokemon with rest to then also give them sleep talk, and then they can still use other abilities even while they're asleep, and it doesn't matter. So there are ways to make rest advantageous. I generally prefer... do I think I kill him with a Cellar Rock? We'll try it. I generally prefer slack off. I don't. Well, that was a crit, and no, not. Wouldn't even have been close. Tailwind. Well, that doesn't matter because we just kill you with a Cellar Rock. It is priority, so it doesn't care that you have Tailwind up. However, this next Pokemon I do have to worry about because if I can't kill them quickly, then we'll run into issues. I also learned Clodsire, we could change their ability. Like I know they have... I know you're faster, and yeah, Safeguard's fine. Clodsire's other ability, he has Poison Point right now. His other ability is... well, you're just dead. Okay. His other ability is Water Absorb, just like Quagsire, which is really good, and I'm highly considering switching him over to it if I use him, because he is weak to water, so that would cover one of his weaknesses. And Poison Point, while decent at poisoning the enemy, I'm not playing around trying to poison the enemy to kill them most cases. I'm wanting to deal with them in a way of just kill them, and I'm moving around to stay healthy, basically. Alright, so let's consider our team. And we already know Arcanine is in, so we're going to take everybody else out and just take a look at everybody. And see if we need to do any grinding, and, you know, going to move people around and move tutor and all that stuff. I honestly didn't think I'd be getting to the gym this quickly. I thought we were going to have quite a few more trainers on the island before getting to it. Alright, so we need 5, so let's move everybody up. We know for certain I'm probably bringing Mandibuzz. I think they've just performed excellently in every gym and gym leader, and I think this is no exception. I think they will do fine. Against pure flying, you're a high contender. Annihilate is basically not coming at all. I know that. Serena, not coming at all. Type Null, apparently they evolve at level 40 as well, so we could consider them. They're pretty decent. I mean, they have 95 in every stat. Arctovish is neutral to fire because they're water ice. Gyarados, also good contender because water flying up against fire flying, like we do resist it, and another Intimidate. So you're another good contender. Clodsire, probably not. Quagsire, probably so. Electrode, certainly not. So chances are it's going to be a set of these 4. Or, you know, basically this bottom row. I think I'm going to bring Quagsire. He's been performing pretty well. And Gyarados. And then we have Arcanine. I think I am going to bring Lairon for the just pure anti-flying. And then really I just have one more. And honestly, it's probably going to be Heliolisk. A little Wailmer is a really good option, but I think Quagsire is kind of taking what I'd be doing with Wailmer, and that is being just a really HP bulky water type. And up against fire, I have two options. I have water and fire moves. So because we got Aqua Tail and Quagsire and Earthquake. So we have two really, really good physical moves. Gyarados, kind of the same thing. He has really good water move with Aqua Tail. He has Ice Fang for the flying, Body Slam for paralysis. And yeah, Lairon, we already saw this is purely anti-air. He's not coming on any fire Pokemon. But the Salt Cure, it just does so much damage. And then he can Salt Cure, then Protect, then switch to something, then possibly get pulled back in, Protect again, like he switched to Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz then U-turns out. We Lairon back in, we Protect again. Whatever we're fighting with Salt Cure then just dies. Then the other option is would I want Heliolisk, who is a super fast Pokemon, or do I want Lantern, who's a much more conventional, just high HP? Looking at the two of them, I mean, 50 HP difference is pretty decent. I really like Heliolisk. I think we're going to do Heliolisk this time. Lantern was in the last gym. So this is our team, it looks like. So we need to go level up a few of them. So Arcanine is in. And we need to get Lairon up to 40. And since we're leveling up these two to 40, we're going to just bring a bunch of other people to keep giving EXP to. So I'd like to have Frostlass still get EXP, so I may want to use them later. Just moving people around here. Tentacruel also really good option. We'll level you up as well because they have really specialty bulk against them. I probably should start leveling Arctovish up. We're going to level Wailmer up since we have the Lucky Egg on you. And then what else do I want to bring out? You guys that are already almost 40 are kind of okay. I guess we'll keep getting Annihilate stuff. Alright, and we're just going to go, and like I said, we're going to go grind these, my two main ones, and that's the Gyarados and the Lairon up to level 40. And I'm okay taking it a little slow in the fact that I have, what is the Lucky Egg on Wailmer instead of Gyarados, because I'm honestly okay with it. We should be pretty... Oh, you're faster than me. Well, I hope you don't flinch me a bunch. Good, we one-shot. Perfect. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit, though. We're going to be here for a few fights. I am so sorry. But I'm going to be looking for... Yeah, I want to find them in the open grass here, because then I know what I'm fighting. Because not all of the random encounters will we want to actually fight. Maybe they're just bad for our typing or annoying to fight. We almost killed a Body Slam. I guess it's a range to kill them. Well, I guess the other one was level 33, so one level, I guess, makes the difference. Are there more stats, or just the calculation of the level difference is a little better? Go, Wailmer, go! Yeah, you're going to see Wailmer is going to have an absurd... let's see how much HP these Sligus give. He's going to give an absurd amount of HP when he becomes a Wailord. So when we see that, it's going to be hilarious. He has 170 base HP stat, which is massive. You actually give a decent amount, Gumi. No, you don't, so we want to avoid you. Charjabug, probably the same. maybe it will be faster to just keep going back and forth on one or two areas, but we also have the town to check because it's an Archen and a Braviary. Alright, I don't think they give a ton of EXP. Oh good, it's raining. I like that. So the rain is nice because now Aquatail will almost assuredly one-shot anything that is weak to ice. Why are they all Charge-a-Bugs? Or we'll fight a water Taros and yeah. Speaking of which, I actually don't know what I do against a water Taros. We'll see how much Aquatail does. This is in rain, so it still should do some amount of damage, but they do resist it, so yeah. In rain, still almost do half their life. That is actually kind of wild. We're gonna have to heal. You've Headbutt and Zen Headbutt? That's actually kind of annoying. I'm shocked I haven't gotten flinched yet, like... I 100% would have thought that we would have been flinched at least once. They're all Charge-a-Bugs, no! Is there grass up here? There was. I think this is probably the downside to this area, though, from what I've seen so far, is we're getting less grass spawns, and it's more dangerous in that we have to walk through grass to see everything, whereas at the route back at Sofa City, we didn't have to do that. We could just, also not bag, so we could more easily avoid fights. Also, I said I was going to keep this on you, but I'm just going to give it to Gyarados because I don't want to take forever. And Gyarados is already quite a ways away, so I'm going to try to just not make this take forever. More Charge-a-Bugs. Oh, we own Arbok. Let's give you a try. Fire Taros. A naive Fire Taros. Alright, so we got about 1,000 without the Lucky Egg. Yeah, get 50% increase, so this is going to be a little bit faster now. And yeah, Whalmer, you're going to level up slowly, but oh well. I need Gyarados to be max level. Close Combat, yes please. Close Combat is amazing. Take it over Karate Chop. 120 base fighting move is just way too strong. Well, I mean, it comes with its own downsides, but the whole point of it is we have enough HP that we survive a hit, we close combat, something dies, or we're faster, we just kill, and even at -1, we're still should be tanky enough to not just immediately die. Alright, we are faster than this Arbok. And the reason we know this is because your abilities go off in order. So our Intimidate went off first, which means oh, actually, wait, do we speed tie them? Really? Okay, yeah, because you saw there, we went first the first turn, but we went second the second turn, which means we're very likely speed tied. I was going to say we're faster because your abilities go off in order of your speed, so if you're faster, your Intimidate would go off first. Also wasn't paying attention to how much EXP that gave. Your Intimidate goes off first, then you're faster than the enemy that has Intimidate. So because we went first, I thought we were faster. But then, as we saw in the second turn, Arbok went before us. So it seems like we were just speed type. But as you see here, the Tauros went first with their Intimidate. So they are faster than us. And we know they're faster than us. So we fought, the other Tauroses we fought also went before us. So that's a good way to know if you're faster or slower sometimes. In this case, it doesn't really matter because we know we one-shot even with Intimidate, because in rain we do enough to handle that. But it is interesting when you're doing your battles, if you see an ability go off at a weird time, you can have that information to really help you charge a bug. A lot of those here, but I don't want to fight you because you're a bit of a problem. You're an electric bug type. Berserker. I think, do we know how much EXP you give? I don't think we know how much EXP you give. However, you're steel, right? Which means I think you resist this. Nope, it's neutral. Oh good, we almost killed you. That's not good. I don't like that. I'm just going to play safe here and switch. Well, I figured you were going to use a steel move, which water does resist steel. We have to... Steel is immune to poison, so we just surf and you die. And 1300 EXP isn't that bad. Could be better. Alright, there's Leiron level 40. Look at that 140 defense, man. It's only going to get better when he becomes an Aggron, which is going to be soon after this gym. We're only a few levels away. Leiron becoming Aggron at 42 is going to be a huge boon. I'm not going to record tomorrow. This is Saturday's video. I'm probably going to take the day off to do what I was talking about the last few days, where I just grind out a bunch of money in the mining thing, because I would like to, how much does Sligoo give? I'd like to just buy all of those Mega Stones for Pokemon. I'd like to get a bunch of healing items, make it easier when I'm out and about. So I'm going to probably spend time tomorrow just farming that so I don't have to worry about it. Which means I will probably just take the day off to make it so I don't have to record and then also do that. Almost one shot. Well, that's neutral. I'll make sure to say that again at the end of the video so I don't forget. I say take the day off. I'm still doing stuff for this. I'm just not recording. I don't think people want to sit here and watch me for like an hour and a half to 2 hours smashing brick walls, or stone walls, mining the mines. Wake up slap. That's alright. It's also heals them? Does it actually heal them? I'm pretty certain it doesn't heal them. Unless they mean heal in the effect of it wakes them up. But I typically would read that as it heals them, as like, it gives them HP back. And that's not true. It does not actually restore HP. It does a ton of damage. If it hits a sleeping target, it does even extra damage. But it does wake them up. However, there is a Pokemon where you can use Wake Up Slap. It does bonus damage and it doesn't wake them up. And that Pokemon is one we have. It's Kamala. They're considered sleeping with Comatose. So Wake Up Slap does extra damage, but it doesn't actually like wake them up. So like it gets all the benefit and none of the downside. Also, I don't think we're going to be doing much damage to this with Intimidate. Yeah. We're going to switch here. Switch to what? I don't know. Do you have No, neither of you have what I was looking for. Whatever. Tentacruel, show me that you can actually kill something. I guess technically I could go back to Gyarados now, because I could then wouldn't have the wouldn't have Intimidate on him, so he'd be fine to do enough damage. We're gonna Acid Spray and then we're gonna Surf, because it's gonna make him -2, and then this should Surf should kill in the rain. Even and not very effective. -2 boosted Surf. Yeah, still easily kills because it just does so much. Who's down here? Anybody? Any Pokemon? Nope. Well, we'll get you there soon, Gyarados. You're only a couple levels away. Dedenne? Well, I got bad news. You're, let's not have Gyarados in against this thing. Yeah, being 4x weak to Electric is a bit of a problem. Actually, a lot of my Pokemon are kind of weak to it. Alright, Annihilate. Show me what you can do. Am I gonna get nuzzled? You rested? Okay, that's funny. I'm surprised it didn't actually... Oh, you're also Fairy. Oh man, why did I go to you? This is so... Why am I so bad? Yeah, you do extra damage to me, and I'm pretty sure you resist fighting. We're gonna Shadow Punch. Yeah, we'll two-shot. Yeah, it's like neutral damage, whatever. But that Charge Beam, we could have had that on our Hisuian Electrode, but I chose to get rid of it for Discharge, because, like I said, the +1 special attack that you get, that we saw the Dedenne get there, is I believe it's a 50% chance to get that, which is good, but again, it's somewhat RNG, like, if you get it, so if you know you're going to kill the target and you get the boost, it's amazing. It's like S tier to be able to do that, because then you can more easily chain kill stuff. But if you're not going to get the kill, or you don't know if you're going to get the kill, and you use it and you get and then you don't get the kill and you don't get the boost, now all of a sudden you put yourself back a turn where maybe you could have just killed with something else anyway. Always worth considering. I think it is a good move at times. But if your strategy has to rely on getting the plus special attacks, you can run into trouble, because it's not guaranteed to give you the special attack. Unless the mod changed it, and I don't know that. There's always the chance that, you know, you don't get any boost and then you're just behind. Kind of like my strategy with the Sand Slash, where I kept clicking Magnitude, and I'm like, please get like a 7 or 8, and we got a 4 and then a 6, and our first 2 turns of that gym fight were pretty bad. I definitely had played pretty poorly in the 6th gym, for sure, on that fight. Also didn't check the Weeping Bell. Charge a Bug. You're Electric Bug, I'm pretty sure. I will just see how much EXP it gives, but... Actually, no I won't, because I don't have a ground Pokemon. I was gonna say, yeah, I switched to a ground Pokemon to just one-shot you, but... I don't have a ground Pokemon. Just runs into the trouble of killing you is going to take a while. I'd rather just kill things I know give good EXP, and I know I can 1 or 2 shot. Oh, right. I forgot about that. I'm like, we got intimidated. This is going to do no damage. Tentacruel, you're back up. I think, while we're doing all this, we'll keep thinking, no, I'll re-explain it again. Oh, right. Zen Headbutt is a problem. Well, hopefully I don't need to fight another one of these. But Psychic is effective against poison, which is why I did. Yeah, please don't crit. Even if you Aqua Jet, I should be fine, because you're intimidated. But you didn't anyway, so you're dead. One more level, Gyarados. Crunch. Do I want to learn Crunch? It is stronger than Bite. Bite causes flinches, though. But I haven't really been using Bite for flinches, even given the chance. I've more been going for Body Slam for paralysis versus Bite for flinching. However, Crunch is a lower defense, I'm pretty sure it's a 10% chance, where I think Bite is it's a 10 or a 30% chance for flinching. So I probably should keep it. He's probably not clicking either. We'll take Crunch for now. Again, this is another one where I more often than not would just keep Bite because I'm like, Bite, flinch. If it ever flinches, it's just way better than whatever Crunch could do. But yeah, there's Water Spout. Look at that. Water Spout is really good. It's 150 power you see there based on your HP. So at full HP, it does 150 base damage, which stab is 225, which, as you can imagine, hits really, really hard. And it hits both sides on the enemy team. So in a double battle, it would hit both Pokemon, which is huge. So if you can somehow bait them not to attack your Wailord, because Wailord is pretty slow, you can get a huge, huge hit onto the enemy without, any risk. Yeah, so we went first here, but we're first again. So maybe now with our level up, we are indeed faster than this Arbok. Yeah, we're faster. Sweet. But Water Spout, if you get hit and take a bunch of damage, its damage falls off drastically. So it's important that when you are using it, you have the capability to successfully keep your Pokemon high HP before when they use it, so then you can do the most damage. And that's generally done a few ways. First one is, like I said, you bring in a Pokemon that is weak to everything on the field, and the enemies will probably target it with something. So like our Arcanine, I'll just use it as an example. We bring our Arcanine in, it's weak to water, 4x weak against 2 water Pokemon. They're going to cast water moves on it versus attacking Wailord. And the Wailord could Water Spout and get big damage off. Now, obviously, this is a hypothetical situation because I wouldn't be using Water Spout against water Pokemon because water resists water, and it wouldn't do that much damage. We're going to switch those two out. So we would still have the issue that that same issue, but my point still stands of you. Let me give Crustle some EXP. Who was it again? Oh, Annihilate. You would still run into the issue that you can bait them that way, or you can have it where your Water Spout user is just the fastest thing on the field. And that can be done through a myriad of ways, either plus speed Baton Pass into them if Baton Pass is a thing, or you could Trick Room, or you could slow the enemy down enough. So there's a bunch of ways to do it. The most common would be Trick Room. You just Trick Room and then your Wailord being really slow now all of a sudden is the fastest Pokemon on the field. know why you keep trying to rest at full HP. It is funny, but it doesn't do anything. Should only be a couple battles away here from Gyarados being 40 though, so it'll be nice. There's a Berserker down there, but they didn't really give that great EXP. I think it was like 900. Arbok at least gives like 1300. So it looks like we're 2 fights away. And we know we're faster than this Arbok. And he didn't... this is the not Intimidate one, which means this is Poison Point. Alright, good. But since we killed it, it doesn't have a chance to proc. Perfect. Thank you. Jump Kick. What does this do? 95. So with your ability, that's like 135, right? Fire good against... I mean, these are both good against Steel. Kind of like Blaze Kick because I have a chance to burn, and it has a high crit ratio. Jump Kick is... does a lot of damage, but if that 5% accuracy, if we miss, we take half of our life in damage. So I'm going to hold off on Jump Kick. Even though it is slightly more damage than Blaze Kick, I like the added effects that Blaze Kick can do versus what Jump Kick can do. Because Jump Kick is literally just do damage, nothing else. Whereas Blaze Kick has a higher chance of critting, and then also could burn, which then reduces damage coming back at. I figured I would have gotten into a combat there, but let's reset real fast. And yeah, like I said, it feels like it rains way more than it is sunny out in this area. Not saying that it's never sunny, but I think in all of this EXP stuff we've been doing, we've only seen rain. Also, where are the Tauros? Heck, I might even get a level on Goonie here. We're just gonna get rid of him. We'll just take a random encounter on the way back versus picking a fight with anything. Goonie, very, very weak, but also gives very little EXP. Yeah, didn't even make it. So little. We're just going to run back to talent. We're just going to be running in the grass here and get an encounter. Then we're going to set up our team, go see if we need to change any moves, set EVs, set items, and then go for the gym leader. Something I didn't think I'd be doing today, I'm going to be honest. I thought there were going to be there's much more set in the below those double battle that we finished off the video last time with. I'm gonna be honest, I thought there was more down there, which is why I didn't go down there to look for anything. If I had known that was the end, I would have just picked the item up and came back and then been like, oh, we'll do the gym today. But I didn't know, so I was like, we'll keep doing the island, and there's nothing on the island. Certainly anybody that's played this before probably was like, had a good chuckle. Alright, so now we need to set up our team, and then like I said, we're gonna go and take this off of you, and then we're going to go to the move trainer, and while we're there, we're going to check to see if we need what you call it, any mints. Did I forget who else I was bringing? Wasn't Tentacruel. I really only picked 5? No, I remember picking a 6th. It was Gyarados, Lairon, Arcanine, Mandibuzz, Quagsire, Heliolisk. Let's see. I don't know why I moved you off the bottom row. That was just a mistake. Alright. Alright, but we're going to go take a look at moves, and then also if we need to run up the Juzmail town for any mints, which hopefully we won't. I think this team, we've used everybody here before. Alright, so I'm going to take a look at the moves first. Gyarados, so you're Adamant Nature, you're fine. So you're going to stay Adamant Nature. Aqua Tail, Ice Fang are going to be your main moves, so what we're really looking is, do we have a coverage move maybe we feel that might be important, or do I possibly TM Protect onto you? I kind of see stuff like that, so... Lairon, I think you are just set with what you have. I don't think I'm changing anything. You're only coming in against air units or flying anyway. Plus defense, minus special attack is perfectly fine. I'll probably set his EVs to be more offense though, because I don't think he's going to need a ton of defense up against something he quad resists. Arcanine, I'm going to be honest, I probably need to change his natures. I know you have Flamethrower at the moment, but you're not going to have Flamethrower forever. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting rid of that for more physical things. So, minus special attack is probably where it'll be eventually. But I think your moves are probably fine. Mandibuzz is probably the same thing. I think you're also fine. Quagsire, honestly, I think your moves also are good. You have really good coverage in the fact that Ice Punch up against air, Earthquake against fire, and Aqua Tail against fire. And Heliolisk, you have... We'll take a look at Heliolisk and Gyarados, I guess. And then we'll go through the TMs as well, because maybe there's something I'm missing. Yeah, not really. Thunder Punch would be interesting, but not needed. Unfortunately, our Heliolisk is kind of just the... You're gonna come in and Parabolic Charge, or you're gonna come in and Volt Switch immediately out. So. Scary Face may actually be good here. But honestly, I feel like we're just gonna be going to immediately kill things. Alright, Gyarados, we don't need anything for you. Alright, well, I guess we didn't need to come here to talk to this dude. Alright, we're going to take a quick look at our TMs, because I don't remember all of them. Bulk Up would be a good move on Gyarados if I wanted to go that route. Funny Day, probably not great. I don't want to give, yeah, let's take a look at who can use Protect. I think everyone can use Protect. Yeah, pretty much everyone. I don't have... The problem with it is the only person that really I would want Protect on would be Mandibuzz. And the reason for that is in their Mega Evolution, they have Scavenger. It's the only thing that is a turn-based ability or item that I have that really helps them. Like, I don't have leftovers, I don't have, like, speed boost on anybody or anything like that, so I'm moody. So Scavenger is the only thing that really would make sense to having Protect. Which, if I took it, what do you have? I think it would be gonna be the not dark move. Yeah, Shadow Bone. Yeah, I think we're gonna take it over Shadow Bone. I don't know how difficult the gym will actually be where I will need this. Obviously we can, since we have the move relearner, we can reteach Shadow Bone as needed. Solar Beam. This is true, they could have this for coverage, so I do have to be careful. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that I'd be like, man, I really want this move. So, yeah, I think we're gonna be set with these moves, and right now I think they're gonna be okay. So, the Ice Fang Aqua Tail is really gonna have to carry for Gyarados. Maybe I could give him Protect, but I don't think we'll need it. Salt Cure is basically the only move Lairon's going to be using outside of Protect. Fighting is and Steel are basically not going to be used. He's only coming in against a flying only Pokemon anyway. Probably going to be like the two-cannon answer. Arcanine, mostly going to be using your rock moves. Mandibuzz is probably the only one, like I said, where Protect makes sense. And that's because if I Mega Evolve, Protect, Scavenger up, U-turn out, you know, whatever we need. Quagsire's fine. Alright, so now items, which means we're probably giving a bunch of citrus berries. I need to go buy citrus berries then. So yes, we are going to be having to go up there anyway. It may be worth mentioning too, maybe I want to give some Rost berries or Lum berries out to protect against burn. That is true. Gyarados would probably be the one I'd want to give that to. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be leading with Gyarados. I think, or our lead is going to be either Mandibuzz or Gyarados. I think Gyarados is probably the best to lead with. You get an Intimidate off. You see what they have. You resist all of their fire moves, so the only thing you have to worry about is if it's a flying Pokemon. If it's flying, you can just switch into Arcanine, so you get a second Intimidate when you're coming in. And then he's able to just kind of take it out. Or Lairon. Either of them are good. But like I said, I think Lairon's going to be the two-cannon answer. Hints were on the left, so this should be the berry. Where is the citrus berry? Alright, we're gonna get just, give me like 20 of these. Could be set basically most of the rest of the game, unless I really start using them in every battle, which, hey, you know, if we start using them in every battle, I'll just buy hundreds of them, whatever. Also worth mentioning, I probably could have just waited till after the gym, because we have Fly now. But we just can't use it until we get the gym badge of the gym we're fighting, so... But we had enough citrus berries for the fight, so we could have just done the fight, able to use Fly back here, and then Fly over there. It's going to be nice to have Fly, not have to take the boat anymore, so we don't have to listen to that really, really loud music. We're going to Palati City. Palati? 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 We are indeed ready to leave. Alright, and we're going to set up our EVs here. That way I can save, and then we'll go get all the torches. And yeah, so we're going to... And let's see, so 510 is the 8th gym, so minus 68. That's 442, right? Yeah, so 442 or 443 would be what we're at. So Gyarados... Some of these. We're going to make you speedy. We're going to be all offense, buddy. Since you're going to be resisting most things, I want you to just be big, do damn. Lairon, you're going to be damage. And the rest can go into defense. I'm neglecting his special defense because, to be honest, if he gets hit by a fire move, he's probably dead anyway. Maybe I should have gone from 250 to... It would be much faster to go this way. I only need to take like 100 off. Or 52, 50 something off. $42. Alright. Arcanine, you're all attack. And then all speed. And I'm doing it this way. We could put all of our eggs into the Accelerock basket where we just press that every time, then our speed doesn't matter and we can just run, you know, plus defense plus special defense, but we're gonna do it this way. Mandibuzz, you're gonna be all defense this time. You're not gonna be the main force of killing here, you're gonna be the repositioning. Which I keep saying that, and I'm like, maybe I should not have your Mandibite, or, you know, the Mega Stone on. But I think the Mega Stone still is useful in the fact that we want to control when we get healed when we come in, or healed when we move out. So, yeah. Alright, this is fine. I mean, I'll just give him a bit of both. He resists fire. He doesn't resist fly. So. And Heliolisk, you're going to be damage, all damage, but the other direction. Special attack. Oh, I hit the wrong button on accident, so it went back up to the top. Whoops. And thankfully, this is the last gym. We really have to press all of these buttons because for the next gym, we're just guaranteed full EVs and we'll be good to go. Alright, so that should be everybody. We just did get everybody, right? Yeah, so we got everybody. Sweet. Alright, so now we're going to save and then we're going to go collect all of those torches. Oh yeah, since we're in here, let me actually check this too. Does it actually... Oh, you can't use that here. Okay, so yeah, you cannot use Flash. It's kind of weird, but whatever. We have all of them, so we're ready to go, and let's see what we got. From the labyrinth. And you have 6. Okay, start with Oricorio. Yeah, well, starting with Gyarados would have been better. Or not Gyarados, with... you know what I was going to say. Arcanine. Accelerock 100% kills in this position. Oh, you got a Focus Sash? Interesting. Okay, Accelerock would not have killed in this situation. Okay, I kind of expected you to heal. But we'll go this route. Hopefully I didn't get flinched by that. Alright, nice. Strategy with Gyarados was not that good either because he was still slower. Now Arcanine is 4x weak to water here. I'm full speed. I'm just gonna press this. Even at -1, I should still just kill. Yep. Braviary. So this is normal flying. Oh, did we not? I just realized we didn't actually heal at the Poké Center. So Gyarados did not have full PP on its moves. It was full HP, so that didn't matter. I'm gonna go into Arcanine. Oh, actually no. We're gonna stick to the plan. Let's go to Mandibuzz, see what this guy is doing, and then we will U-turn out. You're setting Tailwind. Well, this is kind of okay, because I can protect, I can waste a turn of Tailwind. Okay, Superpower, that's fine. We should be able to slow U-turn out. Just kidding. Doesn't hit, because now I'm not going to get switched out, so I can just protect again. Yeah, he kind of just wasted all of his Tailwind turn. Alright, so now we can U-turn. He's gonna fly again. Okay. Well, this is annoying. We're in a situation now. I don't want to get hit by it because it can cause paralysis, and I don't have a Lumberry, so we're just gonna protect through it. And hope that he eventually stops pressing fly. So I can U-turn out. Please stop flying, man. I don't know how much PP Fly has. But unfortunately, this is still just the best move. Jeez, man, this is going to be so annoying. Please stop flying, Braviary. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think we're just going to take the hit here. If I get paralyzed, I'm going to be really annoyed. But man, like, I'm just tired of you pressing fly. Like, I've been trying to just get Arcanine in. I don't want to waste my Protect on you so much because you're just going to keep spamming the same thing over and over again. And now we're going to use a Celerock. If you use Fly, you're going to use Tailwind. Okay, well, I don't really care if you use Tailwind. I am going to Rocks... no, I'm going to Celerock because I want to waste one turn of your... Oh yeah, I knew you had Superpower. This is going to hit actually kind of hard. Oh. This is what I was hoping he would have done. It was Superpower again. And then we could have... We're going to Celerock. Yeah, okay. Because if he had pressed Superpower, we would have been in trouble. But if they had healed, Rock Slide would have been the better move. Togekiss. You're Flying Fairy, right? Yeah. I don't know what you have. I have to be careful. You don't do well against Fairy. Togekiss is mostly a special attacker. I think Heliolisk will be good to come in here. It's a fighting move. That's actually going to hurt. Okay. I know we're faster, almost assuredly, because Heliolisk is absurdly fast. Oh, right, they had Tailwind still, though. I know we can full heal. Question is, do I do that? I risk dying to a crit, but I now know that you're going for Aura Sphere, which means I can freely Heliolisk and then like switch you in to Mandibuzz or even Gyarados. I think we're gonna Volt Switch. For all I know, this kills. No, it doesn't. Not even close. Aura Sphere is special, so I'm just gonna go to Mandibuzz here. Oh, why would you... This is really bad. Oh, geez. I don't know if we're faster here. I feel like you're... Now you Moonblasting is a problem. Maybe I should have just Parabolic Charged. Been full HP. And then Volt Switch would have killed this turn. I mean, Quagsire is full HP, but you do not take that well. Maybe you do. We'll switch to you. You have full HP. I can heal Mandibuzz back up. I'm not that worried about them. Ow. I need to move around again to something where I don't die to anything, which is a problem. Do I think he's going to Moonblast? Well, of course he's going to. He sees a kill with Moonblast. Which means you should not die. I think you should be okay. I know my type chart. I'm pretty sure fire resists some amount of fairy, but I'm probably wrong. The only reason I'm saying that is because Octillery resisted my Gardevoir's fairy move. He's water fairy, and yeah, I was like, our Quagsire did not. I know we're for a fact slower, so we're gonna sell a rock here. Thank you. But anyways, the reason I believe fire resisted fairy is the Octillery we were up against a while ago resisted fairy. He's water fire. Tauros. Fire Tauros, actually. I think you're going to use a fighting move. Means Gyarados should be more than perfect to come in on this. Intimidate, you're to -1. And if you use a fighting move, I resist that. You're going to use Zen Headbutt, of course. Why would you not use an actual fighting move? Please don't flinch me a bunch of times. Okay, we didn't get flinched. That doesn't kill. Okay. We do not live there. Zen Headbutt. Oh, if he's going to Zen Headbutt, though, we can go to Mandibuzz. We're immune to that. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to Mega Evolve here and Brave Bird. Interesting. I mean, I'm still learning some on their AI about when they choose to do things. Full restoring the Tauros is a bit interesting compared to of just using it on somebody earlier. But okay, I guess. We will heal from this. And then I'm going to just play it safe. I'm going to protect, so I heal some more. Yep. And then what I'm going to do is he's low enough. I'm going to U-turn. Hope this doesn't kill me. I don't even know what Raging Bull does. Not nearly enough. Alright, this should kill him. Just kidding, it did not kill him. Oh, that's annoying. Heliolisk should 100% be faster here. But we can just Volt Switch now. What I was hoping to do is kill him and just immediately switch into Aron. So we're up against the Toucannon with the Pokemon we want right away. And now I just have to hope that this Toucannon doesn't have an Aura Sphere, or my Aron is going to get absolutely obliterated. Togekiss, man. What's annoying too is that my Run-and Bun, Shell's Togekiss was a demon for me. Shell 1 was just wild. It was an interesting looking Toucannon. Flare Blitz. Oh, we're just 100% dead. Goodbye, Lairon. It was nice knowing you. Oh, you survived. I guess Flare Blitz is physical. I totally expected that to kill me. Wait, what? Oh, is this like Kangaskhan, where it does the second hit? I mean, we're just going to protect, so it doesn't matter. I wonder if its ability is I don't know what ability it is. Kangaskhan, the Mega Kangaskhan has it, where it's like the parent-child thing. That was a really good fight, though. I'm kind of happy with how that worked out. Togekiss was kind of a problem, but yeah, I didn't read their move very well. TM35, what are you? Flamethrower. Let's go. You've been hearing about me, come on. Oh, I don't get any rest? Okay. But also, hey, look. Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. Yeah, and Floatzel, by the way, very good Pokemon. Like I said, it got buff stats. It's got like as much stats as our tier 3 evolved Pokemons like Delphox and all the starter tier 3s. Which is kind of wild to think that Floatzel is that strong, but it is, so... Alright, well, it looks like we're going to have a lot to do before the 8th gym. Can't see how we win. What are you talking about? It's going to be pretty straightforward. I have Mandibuzz on my team. Have you seen how good Mandibuzz is? Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza. Oh, is this strength? Yes. I thought I missed it somewhere, so I'm glad we just get it. I was going to start looking for it after the 7th gym. Alright, sweet. So now we have the Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza quest, it looks like. Is it just going to be now permanent weather until we... Okay, yeah, we did not get healed. Is it a wrap? Is that a... That's a... This way. Alright, but yeah, retrospect on the gym, I think we did really well in that gym compared to the 6th gym fight. The double battle, we really did not play well. There were definitely some mistakes still. I mean, we used all 5 citrus berries, so like, keep in mind, we used a lot of healing for that fight. Misreading the Togekiss, I should have led with Arcanine, knowing that Arcanine could be up against either fire or flying equally, like we would have been fine. But starting Oricorio, we could have just killed with a Cell. Well, had a Focus Sash, so we could not have immediately killed with the Celorock, but would have been really good to do that. It also used Air Slash, which is special bulk, so we even could have led with Heliolisk because they are very fast. We Volt Switch into whatever we need, which is an acceptable strategy that I didn't even really consider. Manabuzz has U-Turn. We could do the same there, but they're a little slow. But obviously you could still hit it up with the... Slow U-turn out is fine. You slow U-turn, we take the damage, regenerator, cool. But I obviously didn't want to put my Mandibuzz in a position incorrectly. But maybe leading with them would have been better because that Oricorio was faster, would have hit us, and then we could have switched out. But I did have to worry, if I get flinched, now all of a sudden my Mandibuzz is stuck in and we're running into problems. So that's probably not the best idea. Heliolisk lead or Arcanine lead probably would have been slightly better than the Gyarados, but obviously I didn't know what we were going up against. I think the rest of the fight went really well, except for Togekiss. I'm really annoyed that on Heliolisk, it didn't bother to go with the Aura Sphere, which is super effective, over Moonblast, because I wanted to switch into Manabuzz where Aura Sphere is neutral, and then I would have been pretty safe to then switch as needed to whatever I wanted to. But the fact that Moonblast immediately came out, I was in trouble. And I'm like, I have to go to something else to keep Manabuzz alive. I can't let them die. Quagsire, thankfully, big HP sponge. I mean, sucks that you didn't even get to do an attack, but you had enough, you know, HP to just absorb the hit, and then we could switch into something else, and I forget who we switched back into to then just kill. So, a little annoyed at that, but is what it is. But yeah, that was good. Once we knew it was stuck on Moonblast, we then switched back into Arcanine, which it seemed like it was choosing Moonblast on everything except for Arcanine, because I guess Arcanine resisted it and was weak to Aura Sphere, which would have made Aura Sphere then a higher damage move. So I guess even the super effective Aura Sphere was not better against Heliolisk than a Moonblast, which is why they did it. But that was probably the only thing that caught me off guard. I think everything else was just very straightforward. We just kind of walked through and killed everything. And then later on, like I said, at the end there, I was happy that I was able to get my Lairon in ready to go against the Toucannon with the U-turn and Volt Switch to 1v1. I thought that Flare Blitz was going to do so much more damage than it did, but because we're Heart Rock, it's not super effective against just Steel, so it's neutral, which we survive. And yeah, we didn't immediately die. If it was a special move, though, probably would have just died. So maybe not the best idea, but we get a Aggron here in a couple levels, so gonna do good. And then yeah, like I said, the Salt Cure worked out really well because we just Salt Cured, then we protected, and then he couldn't do anything. So happy with how that went. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to take tomorrow off. I'm not really off, I'm just not gonna record. I'm gonna do the mining mini game, and I'm just gonna do it a bunch, and I'm gonna get like an absurd amount of money. I'm going to have enough to where I can buy a ton of healing items, I can go buy all the Mega Stones I want, I can buy a bunch of extra berries as I want. That way I don't have to worry about, like, I'm out and about, and I have to go back to the Poké Center every, 2 battles or something. And I may still sometimes have to do that, but I want to try to just, out in the field, I'll just spend, you know, a bunch of healing items and so we can just keep going so it's not as tedious. And then all the Mega Stones, I'd like to start showing off all the Mega Forms. I got the Delphox one, I haven't shown it off once. That's pretty unfortunate, because like I said, I really want to use Delphox. They're my starter, I like them. Picked them because I like them, and I haven't had a chance to really use it, so... I'm not sure. Obviously, it makes sense. We have a lot to do. We got to get Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, and then do Team Chimera stuff, presumably, before we can do the 8th gym. So, I don't know how many levels it's going to be. I don't know how often I'll be switching Pokemon, but I might kind of pick teams to be like, I'm going after Groudon. I want Pokemon that can fight against Groudon. I'm going to go after Kyogre. I want a team that can fight against Kyogre, and try to have them that way. Versus just leveling up a team when we have to level cap switch them around, because I don't know what level that's going to be. But yeah, I appreciate you watching. Hope you had a really good day today. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next time. Like I said, it will be Monday, because I'm going to grind up a bunch of money tomorrow instead of record. Thanks, have a good one. See you next time.